In the vein of continuing to curate my bookshelves to fit my taste, I thought I'd do something a little different with this reading vlog, checking out authors' debuts. Welcome back to Reading Sprints and Chai Sips. I'm your girl Sasha Bonet. You can just call me Sasha. And I wanted to check out some debut authors or debut novels, should I say, that I already have on my shelves. And I'm always late to the party. So these debut authors and their novels you've probably already read, already heard. I have them on my shelves now. And again, in the vein of curating my shelves to fit my taste and what I like to read currently, these are the authors that I'm going to be partaking in for this vlog. Yasmin Ango, her name is Night. 16 and Pregnant, a novel by Lala Thomas. Y'all remember the show 16 and Pregnant? For some reason, that was the show to watch so long ago. Salaciousness, I understand why. Next up is The Maid by Nita Prose. This took the world by storm. The reading streets by storm for a good minute. So I'm interested to know what these are about. Let me read to you what's on the back of these so that we kind of know what we're getting into to start with. For Her Name is Night, it said kidnapped from her village, sold into human trafficking. Now she's liberated and lethal. We love a liberated girly, a girly fighting for her freedom and getting revenge, kicking ass and taking names. 16 and Pregnant, a novel. It says, here it says, the bond between two best friends is put to the test when one of them gets pregnant in this contemporary novel inspired by MTV's iconic reality show. So I can't wait for that because it's called 16 and Pregnant, but there are young girls out there getting pregnant, and it's a real life thing. It's not just for salaciousness and entertainment. It's an actual thing that girls are going through. And for The Maid, it says a dead body is one mess she can't clean up on her own. So this is the TBR for this video. Let's hop on into it. Hey, hello there. I was supposed to be in bed right now because tomorrow was supposed to be a counseling session. I'll talk about it more later because I'm pretty sure my residency right now, this is my second residency, has me a little on the edge, but we'll get into that later. And I'm here to give you my initial thoughts, my prelims about The Maid by Nita Prose. This is her debut, right? And this one came out in, I don't even know, what year did this come out? 2 years ago in 2022. All right, so we're following our main character whose name is Molly the Maid, and everyone thinks that's funny. I think it's funny because of Love and Hip Hop, but not that our character is funny. I think she has autism, or at least autistic characteristics, but it has not once been said in the 23 pages that she is actually autistic. But it does seem like she has some characteristics of autism, and she is a maid at a hotel that her gran helped her get. And she's always only wanted to be a maid. Her mom dropped her off with her mother when she was about 1, maybe 2, somewhere around there. She's never known her dad, and her grandmother raised her. She's watched her grandmother grow up with her grandmother, and her grandmother is a good cleaner. Her grandmother also used to clean for these people. So when her grandmother asked her what she wanted to be, she said, I want to be a maid. And her grandmother said, you can be anything you want to be. Is that what you want to be? And she said, yep. She said, then you'll be the best maid ever, period. So that's what Molly is. She is a maid at a kind of like boutique hotel. And her grandmother recently passed away a few months ago from, I think it was cancer, some form of cancer, pancreatic cancer. And before her grandmother passed away, she was in a relationship with this guy who ran their bank account. And because she didn't realize what was going on, that he was scoping her out to gain her information, PIN numbers and stuff like that, she didn't realize it until it was too late. Because her grandmother knew, from younger, her grandmother was like, you know, I'm an older woman taking care of this young girl. I'm going to pass on one day. She's going to need money to take care of herself. So they were putting money away. And then before her grandmother passed, she said, make sure you use that money to make yourself happy. She never told her grandmother before her grandmother passed that money going, grandma. I am poor. I'm living paycheck to paycheck. So cue to what's going on right now. She's in the hotel, and one day she walks in to clean a room of one of her regulars. They often stays at the hotel, Mr. Black and his second wife, Mrs. Black. And Mr. Black is dead. That's where I'm at. That is where I'm at. It's okay. It's fine. It's a fine book so far. And I actually like Molly. There's nothing wrong with Molly. I liked Gran before. Well, Gran was already dead when we opened this book, but Gran was fine as well. Now we left for Molly probably to figure out who the hell is killing people. So that's that.
Let's take on the customer service, please.
Jesus, it's getting heavy. I watched that guy. Hey. So I went to the library today and some other places and had some random errands I had to get, take care of. I also stopped by the Goodwill and the Salvation Army. Their book sections were really, really good. The Salvation Army was very minuscule. That Salvation Army is new to my area. But the Goodwill, we go there all the time and found different things. Let me show you the books that I picked up from the Goodwill and the Salvation Army and how much I paid. First, I went to the Goodwill and I spent, this is on books and all types of things. So I spent in all at the Goodwill $18.97. And that includes a new tripod, a camera tripod that only cost me $5, and candy, a bag of candy, and the rest were books. So let me show you the books. So first up, we have Charlene Harris's books, and we have Altogether Dead and Club Dead. And the reason why I picked these up are because I started collecting one. I got one for free from my local library, and from there I was like, ooh, that sounds like a good video, so let me finish collecting them. If I continue to collect them, then I will do a video because I actually like the show True Blood. So these books is what the show is based off of. So if you want a video like that, let me know down in the comments because I'm excited to do something like that. A deep dive into True Blood. Yes, give it to me. Vampires are my thing. Next up, I got a fairly kind of ripped up edition, but that's fine. I'll put some tape on it. I don't mind books that are a little scuffed, but Milk in My Coffee by Eric Jerome Dickey. These were the ish in the 90s, in the early 2000s, 1998. And 1998 is, depending on what time of the year, is when I went to 9th grade. Clock it. Yeah, so I can't wait to read that. And like I said in my last video, in one of my previous videos, you all need to start returning your books to your libraries, because there are so many library books in the Goodwill and in the Salvation Army. But I found The Book Thief by Marcus Zuzak, and this is a special anniversary edition, but it also comes from a library. When Death Has a Story to Tell, You Listen. We'll see how that turns out. Then I also found Terry McMillan, The Interruption of Everything. I was planning on doing a Terry McMillan vlog as well. Let me know if you all want to see that, because I'm ready to do it. I think I'm gonna do it. So yeah, there's that one. Then we have Carl Weber, The Man in 3B. Carl Weber he's a character when it comes to these books, because I be laughing and I be gagged. Like I'm watching like Springer, Ricky Lake, or Jenny Jones or something from back in the day. Those type of talk shows, yes, that's what his books remind me of. So I can't wait to read that. But I also found this. I found Hood Feminism, which I've been meaning to read for the longest time. And this very much so interests me. So Hood Feminism, Notes from the Women That a Movement Forgot by Mickey Kendall. And it's in pretty good condition. It's in readable condition. That's all that matters to me. It does have some highlighting in it, but it's highlighted in purple, and purple is one of my favorite colors. So I don't even mind that at all. But yes, I can't wait to read this. Also, I have Water for Elephants by Sarah Gruen. I've heard some people talk about this. I don't remember whether it was good or bad, but it was there, so I got it. Also, we have Wrong Place, Wrong Time by Gillian McAllister. And I know this is supposed to be like mystery thriller. I've never read a Gillian McAllister book, so let this be the first one. I heard mixed feelings about this book, some good, some bad, but we'll see when I read it. That was all the books I got from the Goodwill, and each one was either $1.99 or 99 cents. I even got a book that was 50 cents. Yep. So there's that. And then I went to the Salvation Army and I got another puzzle. I paid 99 cents for this puzzle, but it's a 300-piece puzzle of Paris Evening. So I hope it has all the pieces. If it doesn't, I'm also going to be pissed off, but it doesn't matter. It was a 99-cent puzzle from the Salvation Army. And lastly, I got Maya Banks' Rush, book 1 of the Breathless trilogy. I've seen this on, I want to say I've seen this in Barnes & Noble a couple of times. Passed it by, didn't really stop to read it or read the covers, but I do like the cover, so up or down. Whether this is good or not, let me know. And those are the books that I got from the Goodwill and the Salvation Army. It helps your community to give back to these organizations, so do so. Also, don't forget to continue to go to your local libraries. It helps them. Hey y'all, I'm here to give y'all my initial thoughts on 16 and Pregnant by Lala Thomas, her debut novel. I don't know what to think of this yet. I haven't gotten that far at all. I told y'all I am kind of in a slump, so I thought I'd tell you what I initially thought of what's going on in the book before I couldn't remember at all. So we're following Erica and Kelly, two best friends. And Erica finds out, like, right around her 16th birthday, that she is pregnant with her boyfriend Miguel's second child. Okay? I think Miguel is now 18. I think he just turned 18. And she's about to go to her abortion appointment, because her mother is like, either you get an abortion or you get out, because I don't have the money to take care of you. You don't have the money to take care of you. And I doubt that Miguel has the money to take care of you. And her mother doesn't know that he already has a child. And I just realized I did not turn this on, but it's on now. Yeah, so on their way to the abortion clinic, on their way to the abortion clinic, she realizes that no one has asked her what she wants or try to listen to what she wants. So she's on her way to saying, I don't want no damn abortion. And it is what it is. My initial thoughts is, this is not me being on a soapbox, because I myself was pregnant at 18, already graduated high school though, and was already in college. But we have to be realistic about the situation, and accountability has to be had, right? If you are living in someone else's house, whether whoever's house you're living in, but it does not belong to you, or you don't pay the bills, you are being selfish having a child. I myself was being selfish having a child. I know that. But it is your choice to do so. No one should tell you what you should do, what you shouldn't do, how you should do it, and how you shouldn't do it. Your opinion does matter, but it is selfish. And if you acknowledge that it's selfish and I want to do it anyway, by all means, you have to figure that out. I've heard of a lot of people saying, hey, I got pregnant and my whoever said abortion or get out. I've heard a lot of it. I've never been privy myself to anyone who's gotten that kind of like ultimatum, but I'm pretty sure there are people out there that do say certain things like that. I have never seen it. But MTV 16 and Pregnant was a show that I watched for a while. I know about Macy and Bentley and all of them, the OG girls. After that, I did really feel like, are girls getting pregnant to be on the show? Are they getting pregnant to be on the show? Because not that the 16 and Pregnant life seemed glamorous, because in my head it did not. Watching it, it didn't seem glamorous. They all seemed to be going through it, and none of them seemed to have good baby daddies. And a lot of them were still very immature. They were 16 and pregnant. They were children having children. So I don't know, but after for me, like the OG girls, I really enjoyed watching them and watching them progress into motherhood, wives, jobs, just growing older and buying houses, and their kids growing up and having more kids. I enjoyed that aspect of the very first OG girls. But after that, no, I don't care about any of them. Did y'all hear that Farrah is now a comedian? Whoa. Then the other one, didn't her man go missing? Like, them girls is going through it. Okay, so I'm here with thoughts. Okay, so I finished The Maid by Nita, Prose, and I'm gonna give it 3 stars. I couldn't, in my opinion, give this book anything higher than 3 stars. For me, this book, from the very beginning, you know who is involved with the case, with the murder that happens in this book. That's not a spoiler. This is a murder mystery, right? So you know who's involved with the case. But how do I put this? So the plot device depends on everyone, including the FMC, Molly the maid. It all depends on her autism not being recognized or even spoken out loud. There is no one in this book that ever mentions autism. The word autism never comes up, but you as the reader acknowledges that she has autism and that she doesn't read cues clearly. And the plot device depends on that wholeheartedly. Like it commits to the bit, kind of to say, because the whole book, she doesn't understand the cues. She doesn't know that this person really doesn't like her, and this person is pretending, and this person is getting her to take the fall for some of these things. Then in the end, at the end of this book, it kind of just ends with Molly knowing something the whole entire time, that what we were fed throughout the book is just a piece of it, that she held something close to her chest about the case the whole entire time. And yeah, I'm just going to give it a 3. I don't think I will continue in this series though. I think I'm going to leave it at that. If Molly the maid is the main character for each one of Nita Prose's hotel murder mysteries kind of books, I don't know if I'm going to continue, but yeah, so that's 3 stars. So I just got out of the gym, so if I'm looking spritzy, because I don't want to say I'm looking wet, spritzy or anything like that, dewy, That's why. But I finished 16 and Pregnant by Lala Thomas, and again, this has gotten a new title, a title upgrade or change or whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to give this 4 stars. I enjoyed the friendship. They are 16. They're not going to get it right all the time. And I'm glad that one of our young ladies figured out where she wanted to be, and the other young lady figured out where she wanted to be, and they could, in the end, respect each other's choices. I enjoyed this. The fact that 16-year-olds are understanding that the world is changing. You know, sometimes you have to travel outside of your state in order to get the care that you need. Sometimes, you know, talking to your parents, even when you think you've made a mistake, is a very, hopefully, a very good thing in some cases, because parents know a little bit more sometimes than you do. And one of our teens learns that sometimes the questions that you have, mom might be able to help you. Or the questions that you didn't know you should have, you know, an adult may be able to help you. And our other teen found out that sometimes you have to trust that the parents that you think that you have are the ones that you actually have. So I enjoyed reading this. At first, it was getting on my nerves because, Lord, that boy she was with was just horrible. I would say this is YA, and adults can read this and know what not to say to your children. And YA age young ladies can read this and know a different perspective, because there were also teenagers in here that were spreading people's business and, you know, just all types of things. Even if you're not the one that's pregnant, maybe you know someone that is, maybe you think someone is. That's not your story to tell, okay? We just want to make sure that everyone minds the business that pays them. And I enjoyed this, like I said. Moving on. Y'all, I didn't even realize I had not concluded this video. I was about to start editing it, and I didn't have a conclusion to this video. So let's wrap up this video. First up is 16 and Pregnant, which I read. I think I gave it a 4 star. It was good. I have since reading it, unhauled it, and sold it on Pango. It wasn't meant, in my opinion, it wasn't meant for me. It was indeed a book that is meant for the YA audience, and I hope it finds its home there. It wasn't a book for me to reread. For me, it didn't have rereadability for me. It wasn't geared towards me. I'm happy that I read it though. Then we have Her Name is Night, which I did not update, I don't think, at all throughout this video. And I made it to page 79. However, I soft DNF'd this to read at another time because I just wasn't in the mood for this kind of a thriller. So I'll be back with this one. I'll read this at another time, probably off camera, but I will read this at another time. And finally is The Maid by Nita, Prose. And this one I gave 3 stars. Like I said, I don't enjoy books that have mental health or mental illness as a device plot. And I know this book has many other books in the series, which I will not be continuing the series. But I am happy that I read it. I don't see why people enjoyed this. I don't know, maybe because it's quirky. I don't know if quirky thriller is my thing. It just may not be for me. With those 3 books, we have concluded this video in reading authors' debut novels. I do think this is one that I am going to like more than anything else in this video. However, like I said, I just wasn't in the mood for it. I'm in my opinion, all of the books are solid debut novels, so I would recommend them all. This one, I would say, is a quirky thriller. This one is more hard-hitting, so I would say check your trigger warnings for this one. And for 16 and Pregnant, I would say YA geared, but I do think that parents need to also read this, because young girls are going through things that their parents need to be aware of, in the vein of how they feel when it comes to sex, when it comes to being pregnant, when it comes to how you talk to your teens about relationships. And the more you badger them, it seems the more they retract. But I do feel that, I don't know, relationships are different in different households, and people raise their children differently. But I do believe this is a book that both parents of daughters and YA girls need to read. So that's it for this video. Let me know if you've read any of them, how you feel about them. I know a lot of you might think that The Maid is like Chef's Kiss. So let me know in the comments if you've enjoyed the series as a whole, or if you've never heard of these, are you going to put them on your TBR? I hope you have a great reading day, and I will definitely see you all in the next one. Bye.